Hello, my name is Joshua Cota. I'm from the Riverside County Department of Public Social Services Homeless Programs Unit, and I'm going to be conducting a walkthrough for you of the 2018 Riverside County Point in Time Count Survey mobile. And at this point, you should have first downloaded Survey 123 and then clicked on the link that was either provided to you through email or through the website riversidehomelesscounts.com. The first thing I would like to show you is how to increase the font size of the survey itself. And you do that through the main screen. In the upper right hand corner, there's a menu option, settings. You can increase it up to 200%. I like it around 135%. You can go ahead and select back to the survey. And in the bottom area, there's collect, start collecting data. And you're going to go ahead and push that. Now, like I said, the link should have brought you here. And as you can see, there's not much to look at. There's red asterisks, which indicate required fields. There's the survey date, survey name. Are you able to survey this person? Also, in the upper right-hand corner, there's a little menu option that says favorite answers. It's not particularly useful for this type of survey. In the upper left-hand corner, there's the X close button, and you could close the survey and lose changes, continue the survey, save the survey in drafts. Now, if for some reason you feel like you've messed up, you could go ahead and close out, and I'll go ahead and show you. And you'll just be taken back to the collection point. Now, you will lose everything you entered in, so only do it if you need to. Also, quickly, in the right-hand corner, the bottom right-hand corner, is your submission button. Now, we have some required fields that we need to fill out, and once you're done with everything, this is the button you will be pressing to submit the survey, and it goes away to the server, and you continue on. But right now, let me go ahead and enter in the survey name. Are you able to survey this person? Yes or no? And once you see that I press it, it automatically populates questions. Now, if you are not able to survey this person, it means, and the person is homeless, you are using an observational survey. I'm not going to go into explanation of each question, as by now you should have already participated in point in time count training, and you are reviewing this video because you have been selected as a volunteer for the pilot program that Riverside County is conducting. And so the observational questions automatically populate. If you're not able to survey this person, you'll just select where you observe the person. You'll indicate the number of people, the homeless people you've seen by age range. The number of dogs, cats, animals, and then you arrive at household questions. Now, the first household question is location. Location is very important. In the right corner of the mapping area is a little compass. You can see me a little pressing it. That is where you get a pinpoint mark for your location. If you want to select the map, you could do so. You could move it around. You could zoom in, zoom out. In the right-hand bottom corner, There's a little check mark where you can get out of there. We're going to go ahead and select our pinpoint location. And the follow-up question, did you select a location above? Now, if you do not do a pinpoint location and you submit the survey, it will send the information to the server without the location. So it's very important that you do select that and select it for each person that you are adding to this survey. And I'll show you down below what I mean. We're going to give a reason, the age range, whether they're Hispanic or Latino. You can select multiple race options, male. Okay, so this is the point I'm talking about. If you indicated up above that you are observing two people, and as you can see, we filled out for one person the questions. Now we're going to add, with this plus sign, a second person. Now, unfortunately, you have to scroll back all the way back up, and you'll notice that all the questions have answers have disappeared for the first one, and now you are on the second person. And again, you have to select that pinpoint location, make sure that map populates, and that you confirmed that the location above, the barriers to sight, and you're selecting the same question. And you're going to have to do this for the interview as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and submit this as an observational survey, and you can see your name and type of survey there and time and date, and go ahead and start collecting for a interview survey. Again, we'll just enter in our name. Now, we are able to survey this person, and gives you your little script. May I have 5 to 10 minutes of your time? Now, if they say yes, that means you'll continue on. If they say no, it means they have refused to participate, but you're still making an observational homeless assessment. And if you select no, it'll automatically take you to the observational survey. But we're going to say that the person is willing to interview, and we're going to ask, where did you sleep? Where did you and your family sleep last night? And if they indicate a homeless answer, you notice there's non-homeless answers. If you select that, you're going to stop the survey, right? And if you want to continue on with someone else, or you could just X out at this point and not record your response. But let's go ahead and say abandoned building, and another follow-up question populates. Did another volunteer already ask you these same questions about where you stayed last night? If you indicate yes, that means we do not want to survey that person. And you're going to stop the survey and X out or move on to someone else, okay? But we're going to say no. And again, you have the age range questions that you're going to have to indicate the number of people that are in a household, right? Same on the paper form of the survey. We're going to indicate 2. So you have an idea of what multiple people on the survey like. Let's just say this person has a lot of cats. Now, the animals, you don't have to, you're not, on the household questions, you're obviously not going to have to do multiple household questions. You're just doing it on people. So if they have 12 chickens, and I believe we've had that situation before, then you're going to mark it. So now we're back to the household questions, and we're on person 1. You're going to indicate that pinpoint location in the upper right-hand corner of the map. Make sure that map populates. Just give us a yes on that you've done it. And you're going to get the first and last initial only And we're on one person. If you accidentally press that, you could deselect it. For the birth month, you could simply scroll through. For the birth year, you could either scroll through and choose, or you can type it out. Boom. And it also works with just entering the last 2 digits. So you could kind of, it shortens the field list, as you could see. And it gives you a little confirmation, because if the respondent cannot remember their birth year, it may be estimated by asking the person's age and calculating the approximate year of birth. Okay, so that age is additional field that I added so that you guys can kind of get an idea of what age the person is without using your head trying to calculate backwards, and etc. Now you're going to type in the Riverside, or the city they were born in, and the state. Same thing with that happened in the year. You could you could partially enter in a state. Okay. Continue on. Same questions that are on the paper form of the survey. You could answer multiple choices. If you choose other, there'll be drop-down menus. Let's say this person is chronically homeless. Now, the same situation here. If you indicate the right choices, or you select the choices, the correct follow-up questions will automatically drop down. Now, only ask the following questions to persons age 18 and older. You will have to select the little triangle next to the finger pointing, and it'll collapse all the 18 and older questions. Okay, so again, it'll populate questions based off of your responses. If yes, questions. And we're only asking 18 and older these questions. Okay. Now, I told you I recorded. I was going to show you additional family member, and unfortunately at this time, once you do add that plus, and you'll notice again all the questions have disappeared from person 1, or the response options, you have to scroll back up. Okay, all the way back up to household questions. Again, make sure you select that destination or the location. Indicate that you did select it above. Enter the initials. Now we're on person 2, so we'll say this person is a child born in October 2005. 12-year-old. Okay. Oops. You could exit. Completely erases it. What state? California. What is their gender? Are you Hispanic? American Indian? Okay. Oh, hopefully the child has not been in jail And again, we're only asking persons age 18 and older. So you're going to collapse that if you want, or you could just scroll all the way down. But I'm going to go ahead and collapse it. You notice the little trash can symbol to the left. If you added additional family member, let's say, and there wasn't one, you could go ahead and delete it. And you're good to go on submission. So you have the little instructions at the end on what to say if you're uncomfortable with or forget in the moment what you want to say. And then you're going to send. Notice, Joshua, it's an interview survey, date and time. And we're good to go. Again, thank you for volunteering. Remember to first download Survey 123 on your phone, and then either click the link that was provided to you in your email, or it's also available on the riversidehomelesscounts.com website under Survey Tools. If you have any further questions, feel free to email rivcopit.org. rivcopit@rivco.org.